water. Here, listen. We got 12:20.
You got it on the brakes. You nailed it on the brakes, man.
Just in case you forgot, you're listening to Mind Your Own Business on Santa Crita's hometown station, KHTS 1220.
Close.
Damn, man.
AM.
12:20.
I'll do it again.
You're going to be fired.
You'll do it later.
You know, Ed, we were talking. All right. Anyway, let's be professional here.
I'm working on it.
You know, we were talking about. You were talking about the, you know,
The cake
technology.
thing? Oh, the technology.
And how you were riding in your car the other going to San Francisco.
It just amazed us. We were thinking about 20 years ago. You're driving down the street with your 400-pound battery and your cell phone that dialed, and we're able to listen to the radio show and look up stuff on Facebook. You know, it's like half of us sit with a laptop in our lap watching TV, so that they say something on TV that you could type in to say, is that really what he said, or what does that really mean?
Right.
We become so instant gratification with the technology now. My wife said something on the way here. She said, we really should put your phone in the back seat when you're driving, because we're so used to being immediately responding to these devices that there's probably some endorphin that's released just when we pick up our phone.
Right.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I remember when I worked for my first job with a newspaper in Tucson, and they gave us quarters. So we drove around with a roll of quarters. They gave us, I don't remember, a roll for a month. Because you'd have to, whenever you had to check in or you'd get a call, you'd have to stop at a payphone. You know, and I remember in high school, if you had to tell your mom you're going to be late, what did you have to do?
You had to
find a payphone. You
try to find one now, Doug.
Yeah, I know. You try to tell the kids that, they have no concept. How do we get up on this?
And I thought, well, it was just amazing. I could bust you for replacing me on an iPad going 70 miles an hour.
So let's take this from one extreme to the other. At how now the technology that is available with social media, how important that is to today's business owners?
I think it's really important. The reason is that people don't like to be sold stuff. People like to buy stuff that they hear about from a friend. As old as, the first caveman said, look, good club. And they go to the same forest and pick out another club and go, oh, yeah, you're right, good club. Let's tell someone else about it. But on social media now, they do that instantaneously, and you don't know who's listening. Example, the radio show is being promoted almost by us through Facebook and such, and a lot of people are pulling up alongside of you and saying, oh, you're going to go to the radio show, because it's going out through social media. They're aware of it because it pops up on their feed or on their horizon. They shouldn't underestimate it, both good and bad. If somebody's saying something bad about you, you better hide.
So you got stalked today coming to do the show?
Yeah, it was weird. I'm pulling up the light to make the left of the radio station. Somebody how do we see him? The window was up. He honked. So we rolled up. We didn't know who he was. We rolled down the window. He says, you're going to do the show, huh? And I had no idea who this guy was. And I said, yeah. And I go, yeah, we're going to do show prep. And he goes, mind your own business, right? And I'm going, that was weird. It's like being, like having your record show play on the air for the first time, and you're sitting in the car and you hear it. Somebody actually,
No, 2 weeks ago we had a guest, the owner of Just Between Us.
Yeah,
you want to tell her what feedback
she
you got
called
from
me
her?
and said, that she wanted to do some tags. I left a message for Bonnie to see if we can put some tags on the videos for the website, so they go back again, social media. They're watching the video, they click on the website for the person that's talking. And she said, and by the way, 10 people have already come into the store from the radio show. And it's like, I thought that was pretty awesome too, that the results were pretty quick for her, and that she was excited enough to call us. And it doesn't happen every day with what we do.
So Ed, you probably think you know every small business owner in town, but
No.
I would venture to say you don't.
No.
How do folks get a hold of us if they want to be a guest?
They can contact us at 25 Score or at Santa Crita Free Classified Gazette. 25 Score is easy. It's 661-25 Score. So if you have a phone with numbers.
Or you can email me, Doug at scfree.net. Doug at scfree.net.
Or you can email Tiffany at
Our
25
producer.
Score.
Where is Tiffany today?
T-Lo's like in the same stretch of highway. I'm going to shout out to you. T-Lo, if you're listening, you can call in to 661-298 5487. And you can talk to Marlene about her replacing you today. But she's on her way up to
but Marlene's
Sonoma.
doing a good job.
She's going to drink. So we have stuff going on this week. Marlene's going to tell us about it.
I have to share a mic with Ed. Tilo gets her own mic. What's that?
What happened to your mic?
It's way over
okay.
there. It doesn't
Right.
turn in.
So there's a bunch of stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock in Old Town Newhall, there's a big block party.
About 5-6 stores participating. You can drop raffle tickets off.
Yeah, and there's going to be the SCV trolley. Have you ever been on that?
Mm-mm.
Me either. You could ride it up and down the street. There's gonna
SCV
be,
as a trolley?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've just never been on it.
Who knew?
Because we don't drink enough to have to get on the trolley. That's why they're doing it, so they can drink from place
Well,
to
they
place.
are serving beverages and snacks. I don't know what kind of beverages.
And this
but
is
I'm
at
sure
10
they're
o'clock in the
family-friendly.
morning?
Which is 10 to 4, 10 to 5.
That's T-Love.
And there's a lot of new stores on Main Street. Do you want to mention some of
Jay
them?
Serrano, Mama San, Emily Skincare just moved in. She's opening up
Moved into
Yes.
Floor Wellness.
into Floor
Spas.
Wellness, and One Savvy Girl, El Trocadero, and Fresh are all participating. Disney's.
There's more, but those are
There's
just
more.
some
Those
on
are
top
the ones
of
we
mine.
had on the list.
So that'll be
Yes,
fun,
I
and then
can't-
also
it
at the
sounds
same
like there's
exact
two
time,
people,
but in
like,
Canyon
talking.
Country, there's a
You
community
gotta
health
turn it-
fair
You gotta turn it
over at the
completely off.
Joanne Darcy Library. And we went to the health fair when it was out
That'd be
here
thank
in
you.
Valencia.
That's
It's a lot of
better,
fun, so
yeah.
people
Yeah,
should
just
go by
make
and
sure
check it
that-
out.
I
lot
find
of
out I'm
neat-
dying in 100 years.
Me too. A lot of
Also-
neat
also
free
hear your, like,
screenings for
car
blood pressure, height and weight, body fat, all that
So
kind
you
of stuff.
gotta, you know, just all the ambient
And then what's
noise
going
goes
on Sunday, Ed?
Turn everything down.
Sunday there is benefiting the West Ranch Wildcats.
Football.
We're doing they're doing it once a month. I think it's the second
Second Sunday's
Second
food
Sunday,
truck
food trucks.
invasion.
and all kinds of
I
booths
will.
and
So is
special
that
things to
food
shop.
truck invasion?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I
it's
think
over
there's
there.
about 8 different trucks, maybe even more.
126 in the old road.
So that should be a
But-
lot of fun too.
So we may have to go after the break. Additional. I guess Tilo called in, so this is now a tradition. If you're out of town, you still work. But after the break, or
Yeah.
Okay. So you're listening to Mind Your Own Business on KHTS AM 1220, your hometown station. Did I do it right that time?
That was perfect. What do you mean, did you do it right?